Humankind. For those of you who don't know, Humankind has got some beta modding tools, and if I just quickly, before we start, just bounce back out of this game to the main menu and just show you, in the extras under the community tab now and then mods, you can browse mods on mod.io. It's incredible. I have one enabled. Take a look at all the different ones. Here's looking at you, improved Olmecs. Anyway, so I have the All Cultures in the Ancient Era extension enabled because that is the theme of today's stream. We're going to play a game of Humankind unlike any other, where we have a, to be fair, relatively simple but should be kind of interesting mod. These are my game settings. Everything's fairly normal, fast speed against 6 random opponents. There they go. I saw a Scott and a couple of other names I recognized, I believe. Yeah, so Humankind got beta mod tools. We did have a couple of mods circulating before they released, and this mod, I believe, is potentially one of those, or at least a fairly early one. It's a fairly straightforward one, doesn't mess with the game too much, aside from it crams all 60 cultures into the Ancient Era. So, yeah. Will it be perfectly balanced? Probably not. Will we encounter some difficulties? I hope not, but maybe. Mods, always a little bit risky. And of course, a very warm welcome to everybody who is joining me live this morning. A fantastic conversation was going on in chat between a whole load of people who both made me hungry and also made me want to travel the world. Good morning, or good afternoon to many of you. Hakgwar, Miro, Sick. Ben, of course, Tatis as well. Pete, I see you floating about back there. Stephen too. Oh, look at you guys go. Wonderful to see you all. Welcome in. Okay. Most of the map settings in this game are standard, except I do have resources on Abundant as well. That was another change from the last patch in Humankind, so I thought we'll keep up with that. We'll keep up with that going. And I think it works really well for the strategics. I probably have strategics on Abundant every time I play from now on. I'm not so sure about the luxuries on Abundant though. It can lead to strange things where territories have like 5 dies in one territory.
Even those who have disappeared may have done something
I might
clever.
stick with it anyway. For this game, I've got it enabled. Otherwise, like I say, everything else is pretty dang standard. Yes. Rob Wolf, that is right. The morning. The early morning. Kind of feel the Soviets. Yeah. So it makes it a really difficult decision, right? Because usually, I don't know about you, I'm assuming you're the same. I'm very much used to analyzing cultures based on their era, right? And I've done that in my tier lists, and we've done that on many a stream. It kind of turns all of that on its head, though, if you cram all of them into the Ancient Era in this sort of like civilization almost kind of experience, right? Where essentially we can just choose one culture and then theoretically, I suppose, just play it through the entire game. Very much mimicking the Civ experience. But what does it do to the balance? What does it do to the entire structure of Humankind if I can play the Soviets on turn 1? Or, you know, whenever it happens to be that I can actually move through into the next era, which actually looks like now, but I might hang around and just see if I can get one more knowledge star. It shouldn't be too difficult, especially now that we have 4 units, which, by the way, a little bit harder to get population these days, since the last update. Anyway, let's just have a look and check that the mod is actually working, and then I'm gonna need some ideas, because we've got a lot of cultures to narrow down. We've got a lot of cultures to narrow down. This is some sterile land. Hey, Ethan, good to see you. Can we choose a different culture from the 60 in classical, or do we choose from the typical 10? I think we can choose from anything, Pete. My understanding is that when I click choose now, we should have a massive list. We do not. Where is my massive list? Okay. I don't believe that is working as intended. I do not. I'm pretty sure we should be able to choose from every single culture here. Technical difficulties. Let me just bounce back to the main menu. My understanding is that that mod is not working as intended, and it should, in fact... it seems to have disabled itself. I think I've done it right. I think I didn't click apply. Like the biggest moron in the world. Let's see now if it stayed enabled. Oh my god, it did. Okay, great. Alright, well, I mean, that is what it is. Let's do it again! Hey, at least it was a me problem, not a mod problem. I'm very pleased about that. That means the mod works, and it was just human error on my part that meant it wasn't active. So that is fantastic. I was told there would be a massive list. Yeah. No, it should come up at that pop-up in the ancient era. I'm putting it almost certainly down to user error on my part by not clicking the apply button. So, let's just all pretend like that didn't happen and move through.
What sort of lives?
My god, he knows what he's doing. My god, he knows what he's doing. Okay, let's run along this river, pick up a whole load of extra dudes. Just one extra dude, as it were. I'm toying with bouncing back to that sanctuary, but I won't. Ooh, or will I? The plot thickens. I think I will, actually. Let's jump back down the river and hoon along this way. I don't know if I like the start better or worse than the last one. Oh, yes. Have faith. Thank you. This never happened. Exactly. Nobody saw a thing. You don't tell anybody. It's our little secret. Tinker's late, but thankfully, it means you just missed out on my stupidity. Okay, brilliant. Welcome along. Welcome along. Anyone else not have the events tab? What system are you playing on, Banana Man? If you're playing on Steam, you should absolutely have it if your game is up to date and you're not still playing on a beta version, if you had a beta version installed. If you're playing on Stadia or Game Pass, though, I couldn't fully comment because I'm not sure if they get the updates. In fact, my understanding is they don't get the updates at the same time. I'm not sure if it's been released for those platforms yet or not. I think, from what I was reading on the forums, there are particular issues with Stadia because Amplitude haven't worked with it before. That's my understanding, anyway. Okay, let's see if this worked properly. Oh my god, it did! Look at all these dots! There are so many dots, I don't even have arrows. I have to scroll through like a peasant. Right, so here we go. We're moving through into Era 2. Brilliant. Yep, Era 3. Hey, English, good to see you. Great. Moving through into Era 4. Wonderful. Era 5. There's the French. Love to see you. There's the Mexicans. We had a great fiesta with them last week. And into the contemporary era. Okay, fantastic. This is working perfectly as intended. And the AI have chosen the Maya, good one. Nubians, not so sure about that. I feel like we probably want to choose someone a bit stronger, right? Want to maybe just jump to the final era? Or the second last era? Agreed. Okay. Wow, Australians, perhaps, Brazilians, we get +3 food on tiles producing food from the start of the game. That would be fantastic. Plus, we could play an influence culture. 3 money per territory. Japanese could be fun, to just be only Japan. The newly nerfed Turks could be interesting to try out. We won't go the Americans. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna need your suggestions because I don't know how we're gonna work this decision. How do we work this decision? Go contemporary era and start polluting early. I agree. Seeing as we're playing this mod, we may as well abuse it to the max, which probably means choosing at least someone from the industrial era, if not someone from the contemporary era, and just start polluting the world from day one. What a fantastic suggestion. Zulu, don't need the tech for the EU. Oh. Interesting. We'd need a tech, surely. Domestication, let's get that a bit cheaper. And... run to get that. Couple of gemstones, not mad at it. Come here! Not come here, come on. We can be a little more ambitious than that, I think. I think we can go for gold. I.e., the contemporary era. Or, like I say, at least industrial. I won't pick France, because that'll have me dragged over the coals.
Not very friendly.
The newly nerfed French, by the way.
Than the ransacker.
You got... okay, so you've got 5 food and you've got 5 food. So if we merge you together, you'll get an extra unit. So we should keep those guys broadly moving along at the same pace. This looks like a very nice spot for one of these. So I'm just going to smash down an
By
outpost up
building
here.
an outpost, claiming territory.
It doesn't have
is
any
this easy.
resources, but we
The
do have a
trick,
couple of
course,
gemstones
is
next
keeping
door,
it.
so that's fine. Actually, there's food down there, so you just go get that instead. You just go do you, friend. Ooh, 3 gemstones. Okay. Could potentially be rather wealthy. French never leave collective minds. Arms factory would be good for domination. You won't be able to build the unique because of the tech tree. Yeah, Soviets, Siamese, Brazil to boom early. Zulu, research culture. Yeah, well, we'd need the special research. We would absolutely need the special research. I think. I haven't played this mod before, of course. Okay, we could kill that guy, try and go for that star. I would prefer to just kind of move through. Oh, there we go. That is kind of what I wanted. Nearly! For some reason we only got 1 point out of that instead of 2. Perhaps these guys, if they meander back over this way. Okay, so, okay. Too many turns really to get around that. So let's just jump on... Sure, stick together. You do you, Chief. And you know what? I think we can take that guy down. Yeah, we can! Fantastic! Okay, you jump on the river and go and do you. Ooh, 2 for 2? Am I feeling lucky? If I hadn't have separated that unit, I would say yes, but I think we can probably still just insta-resolve that. Oh my god, he did. Unbelievable. Haudenosaunee for assassins. Early rush. Japanese. I like the Zulu start. Okay, I've got... Let's just ignore that ever happened. And I will throw in what I deem to be the most popular option. And you can start your vote. Looks to me like we've got a call for the Soviets. Got a call for Zulu. Yeah, well, if there's no tech requirement, then I suppose so. I will also put the Japanese, because I think that's a fun pick. And then... Haudenosaunee for Assassins Early Rush. Brazil it is. Okay. Who will it be? I'm curious to what the AI will do as well, Stephen. Very curious. Okay, there's 4 options in the chat. Please place your votes. Let democracy do its thing. And I will try and do my thing. Let's separate these units because we probably want to keep that one there to claim that territory. Oh, actually no, this changes everything. We found a great blue hole. And it's in... Oh, brilliant. It is actually in this territory with all the gemstones. So, we'll probably bring you back here. Let's turn on resource yields and see what we're dealing with. Lot of food here, lot of industry over there. There's my science one. Probably will move through. So get your votes in quick. Let your voice be heard. We'll take... Let's go +1 science this time. We always go +1 industry. So let's go +1 industry. I chickened out. I was going to say let's do something different, but I chickened out. We were just going to choose C +1 industry, take +1 industry. Am I wrong? No. I am not. Oh. Get in. Okay. Where did that mammoth go? I'm going to send this unit back to destroy it because we... Oh no, it's fled. How dare you? Where did you go? Oh, you absolute maniac. Okay, that's fine. We'll settle our second outpost, I guess, seeing as we're still just kind of waiting around. This one, nowhere near as good as that first one, but still fairly decent. I'll take a 6, 12, or 17. I'll take a 17, I think. To leave that space open for a good district. And you might as well grab that. And can you make it to the layer? No, you can't. But my goodness, this is a barren, industrious land. Brilliant. Okay, turn number 10 on a fast speed. So we've got 150 turns total. I think that seems like a good turn for us probably to move through. Have a look, see if there's a land bridge up here. You've got 5 excess food, you do not. There is no land connection there, which is what it is. Might keep this unit around to pump into a city. Maybe the same with this one. Although, actually, get your booty up there because this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And now I guess we keep beelining across these open plains. Maybe jump onto this river. Take it for a ride next turn. A lot of food around here, it has to be said. A whole lot of food. But a contemporary EU in the... Yeah, well, if it works, it works. The people want to see Zulu. My goodness. That is not the direction I thought this would go. But I'm happy to take it there nonetheless. and Tinker is right. I haven't really played Zulu. So, alrighty. No time like the present, I suppose. Just wondering if we want to hang around for missing... Okay. I don't think we'll stick around. That mammoth got away, and I don't see any others immediately around for me to bully. So, let's move through. And my goodness, we've got quite a lot to move through. Right, so we're going to start with the Zulu. So, let's just have a look and see what I'm actually starting with. And whether it's a good idea or not, because I haven't actually assessed it. Whew. Next. Okay, finally we made it. It only took us... Oh, look, I could have moused over it. Okay, brilliant. So, we might start with the Zulu in the ancient era. What do we get? Plus 50% health regeneration on unit. Meh. Plus 2 combat strength on unit starting their turn in allied territory. Also kind of meh. A unique district provides stability and 4 combat strength in combat for units in or adjacent to the district, plus 10 experience on creating unit on city or land spawn. So that's fairly garbage. And then we have an impy. Where is the impy unlocked? Oh, we don't have the tech tree to figure out. Hopefully it's not too late. Right? Hopefully this is not a bad idea. But you voted 30% of people want me to see Zulu. Zulu compared to industrial cultures, weak, unuseful. Zulu compared to ancient era cultures, god kings. Yeah, alright, well, let's give the Zulu a go then. Zulu it is. 29% voted Zulu, 28% Soviets, 21% for the Japanese, and 21% for Brazil. It was a super close call, but we're doing it. We're playing the Zulu. You can choose any culture in the game. What do you choose? You chose the Zulu. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Humankind
but we're gonna do it anyway.
The
Okay.
world is holding its breath to see what this famously military culture
Right,
is.
so we're a militarist,
And how it gets
which
it.
is a bit of a yikes. Let's just open up the tech tree. MP does not show up. Interesting. Okay. Oh, most interesting. Alright, let's see how this goes. And do I even share land with anybody? We could be landlocked on an island. Which wouldn't be ideal as a militarist culture, so really hoping that as I run along here, or perhaps down here, or even along this way, just somewhere, I hope to find someone else. Otherwise we won't be able to get our stars too easily, although there should be some tribes, potentially, some neutral tribes that we can beat
A
up.
first ransack. See the signs.
Our first ransack, my
Appreciate
goodness,
local
we're
culture,
successful.
and take
Alright, who do we
anything
want
that's
to
not
be our
nailed
first
down.
city? Probably this one. It just lost the population. Mood. What do we got? 918 versus a 710. Yeah, we go for the 918.
A city
Brilliant.
means shelter
Can we
for
get
those
2 in
who
one
need
go?
it. A place to store food.
We could save for a
Pens for the pigs.
super fast
It may
second
not be
city,
glorious,
rather than going
but
for
it
the
beats
attach.
sleeping under trees.
This is a bit bugged, but go you. I think actually we will do that, because that is quite a sexy strategy. Let's go for the super quick second city. I'll bring this unit across and disband them so that we can... In fact, I'll do it with both. Let's send both of these units across into our first city. Just so that it gets a little bit of extra production. Maybe we can get the pottery barns online a little quicker. Indeed we can. It'll only take us a turn. And then I'll go for my district, probably. What do we get? 5 stability. Wow. Jeez. Don't get too good. But, look at that. A 24 turn impy. The production cost is high, but we can get them early. We can get our impies quite early on. So we'll try and work toward that. Which means I'm gonna need some industry, right? Really gonna need some industry if we want to get them online at any reasonable pace. We're gonna need to build up our cities relatively quickly. Get them somewhat industrious. Which means actually probably let's do a Maker's Quarter first. Yep, so that is really cool. So great shout out. Absolutely great idea. The production costs in the late game killed my enjoyment in the last patch. I actually quite like it. I thought that it used to be too easy to build districts. And now it's actually made the game a little more enjoyable for me in terms of difficulty scaling. I like the fact that I can't just spam out a whole load of districts now. I think it was a good balance move. Maybe they could loosen it a little bit, because I have heard other people, like you in the chat, have expressed their frustration with it. Perhaps just because it's made the game too hard? Maybe? I'm not sure. I feel like, in general, people are mad with it because it's made the game more challenging. Less district spam, perhaps, but, again, like I say, I'm with the minority. I actually think it's not too bad. Could it use some tweaking? Absolutely. But in principle, I quite like it. MP Rush so strong it crossed dimension from Civ to Humankind. The ultimate merger. I feel like if it makes the game too hard, you could just adjust your difficulty.
Come over here.
But if you don't like it because of another reason, like if you don't like it because, although what would the other reason be other than it's too hard now? I wonder. Maybe, I suppose it could just be, no, I don't know actually. Let me know. Let me know. What district scaling? We're not a fan. Why? What does it actually change about the game that we dislike, other than spamming districts all over the show and having no space to do nuclear tests because districts are so easy to build that you should in fact just paint the entire map with them. Probably not the way it was intended. Do I want to claim this? No. What we really want to do is see if we can find some neighbors. And the fact that we haven't ran into another unit yet makes me think we could be on a continent of our own. That being said, I mean, this is a massive piece of land. The map's not that big. I do have enough for my second city, so let's pump it out. Boom, boom, boom. Absolutely brilliant. We're just on stable. So let's get a Makers. But before that, maybe a fort up there. That'll give us some reasonable visibility. Then we'll get the pottery barns, because we've got two cities, so we don't need to worry too much about pottery barns. And I'm pretty sure we have a, yeah, look, we got the Great Blue Hole as well, right? This is Great Blue Holeville. So it's actually producing a heckload of influence already. Should I have waited and connected the 3 gemstones? Probably. But the influence generation may set us off on the right direction. You can see now the MP cost is down to 19 turns, so we're making progress. Let's get another industrial quarter in the capital after it builds its little fort. That'll keep it stable, but also allow us to build up our industry, get some fast MPs, and then I guess we just need trade expeditions so that we can actually traverse the map a little bit better. The MP will step onto the battlefield like the Avengers. Yeah. Made Egypt starts that much more overpowered. Yeah, I guess the indirect implications are maybe more significant, right? Made infrastructures more expensive, too many turns. Whereas if you're not in a fight, you are waiting. Yeah. Maybe indirect buff to events? Question mark? Maybe. Festivals, rather. Oh. Well, this is different. Oh, I love it when mods break things that don't ruin the game, but just do odd things. Look, all of my civics have been thrown off to the left. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way when this dialogue box goes away. Let's take +5 influence.
Why
on
was
the main
this
part.
even a question?
Oh dear.
Let's keep it simple. We've been here.
Okay.
It's our place.
Well, civics a little busted with this mod enabled. Maybe if I go back in, it will be fine. Nope, they are gone. See you, civics. It was fun. It was fun. Okay. That unit, did that unit just get a combat strength out of that? Maybe. Go you. Alright, let's keep exploring anyway. Please, let me find a neighbor. Come on! The Zulu Rush needs a neighbor. I can only get them with the pop-up. Yeah. That's alright. Beggars can't be choosers. I assumed that was the case given the fact that they were all thrown off to the left of the screen. Fairly conclusively broken. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, okay, so there's an island, so we can at least island hop across. In fact, there are a lot of islands that makes me think that's maybe a continent rather than a chain of islands.
Emblematic quarter.
Maybe.
It's a
maybe,
symbol
maybe,
of
maybe.
power and a lasting memory of this
Set
era.
that as our land spawn.
Go ahead.
Again here,
Be
this
smart.
could be, again, a continent rather than a piece of land. Do I want to buff my industrialists or shall I buff my food first? I might just hold off. I'm also not getting pop-ups over my infrastructures. So a wee word to the wise. If you're planning on playing this mod and maybe others, make sure you know what stuff does, because you can't get the pop-ups. So you just have to try and remember the good infrastructure. Or I suppose maybe you could still read about it on the tech tree, but I have a reasonable base knowledge, and I should be able to remember mostly what the good civics and what the bad ones are. They disappear into the void. Yes, the civics void. That's right. That's right. If I don't have the influence to choose it, I don't get it. How good. Another little difficulty scaler. Unless, maybe if it comes up as, or no, these are all showing up as citizenship, so I assume that is literally just broken. Until I get citizenship. Hey, I have control over citizenship, so give me a break. I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned about that. I think we can probably still have a fairly good game while only getting civics when they pop up. However, it probably is maybe a good idea for me to save a little bit of influence as the game moves on toward the later game. I think in the early game, I probably still need to spend it on claiming territories and yada yada you. Bad news. Oh, this is great news that we've got 2 cities though, because that's plus 12 faith. And here's army composition, which I should take now. Let's get plus 1 combat strength on our... Ooh. No! Actually, hold the phone. Usually plus 1 combat strength for liberty. But, let's go minus 30% industry cost.
This should improve
Because,
efficiency
hey look,
and
conscripts is
camaraderie.
here, I can change it.
But
Ha!
it'll
How
probably
about
cause a
it?
lot of complaining.
Let's grab that one because now I can build my units 30% cheaper. So now all of a sudden it's only taking me 11 turns to get my unique. Fantastic. Okay, great. We're gonna do a weird MP Zulu play here. And I love it. Let's get a holy site down on this river. And sure, we'll build it in 4 turns. Actually, no. Let's not. Let's just splash a whole lot of cash on Great Blue Holeville. And actually let it keep going. Let's let it improve its luxuries, because we need that for stability, most likely. And then I need to think about what I want to claim next. And it's probably through here, because there's some horses. So I'll send that unit through there. Unfortunately, we have reached the end of our limits, so we'll send that guy up there to claim the gems. And you can ransack that. And you can... Yep, you can move up there. Brilliant. Alright, we're kind of away laughing. We're in a fairly reasonable position anyway. I'm gonna try for the fast Zulu play. Bonjour, Dredius. Good to see you. OP Omics mod. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's in the game. Yes, events as well. Good call, good call. Yeah, but our Zulu will... Our unique unit will still be massively... It'll just have a great combat strength regardless, because it has no technology requirement, so we're kind of cheesing it into the ancient era, if you will. So really, irrespective of anything else it does, just having it early will be good. However, it is worth noting, I'm playing on Humankind difficulty, and the AI will be moving through... will be moving through the eras already, right? Like, they're probably already... through into the classical era. if not even further than that. There's a few stars though. And like I say, we really want to claim this next, I think. Hook it up onto Second City, grab the marble and the gems and just all the good stuff. Not a lot of food. That's okay, but it makes me think we may want harbours fairly early on. So I might try and research harbours next, or the one after at least. Are we making any science? A little bit. A tiny little bit of science. Good. If I shift you there, does that change the number of turns? No, it does not. Do want to keep this city growing though, but we'll keep it like that for now. Speaking of growth, I do want to beeline that, so let's go fishing and also irrigation next, probably. Probably. Hey, octopus! Okay. That one has rivers, but really not a lot else. This is a relatively barren environment, but I think we want to grab that nonetheless. And then probably step out here, have a wee look. Okay, so that is literally quite an easy grab across there. Yeah, that's right. I said literally for no reason. Okay, a 12-9! Absolutely fantastic. Let's slam that down. That's a fast outpost that we can attach to the capital. Brilliant. Kick-ass Duke! With the first super chat of the stream, Kick-ass Duke with $5! Says coffee and keyboard money, Jumbo Dumbos. Thank you so much, my friend. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. How good. Oh, fantastic. No, M. The color selector is not available. That's going to become available this week in an update that I imagine will launch... Oh, sorry, it'll probably be next week for you, because it's probably your Sunday. Probably we're looking at maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, if history's anything to go by, for when that will be available. It's coming out in a slightly smaller update that is going live, like I say, at some point this week. Or I believe the devs said a week after the Fabius Maximus, Day of the Dead, October, November, whatever the update was labelled in the end, after that update released last week, or this week for you, they said, next week we'll pump out a smaller update with a couple of those other quality of life adjustments and changes and blah blah blah. Speaking of blah blah blah, shall I take this for the Mercury? I think yes. I think we move quite quickly on that. Boom. And nom nom. We've got a lot of influence to spend, so we may as well start connecting up some of these luxuries. You can grab that as well. Fantastic. And you, let's just make you population, actually. We're probably done with all these scouts. Kind of a waste of time. Also costing me a little bit of money, and it looks like we're unfortunately stuck on our own island. Which usually would be a great thing, but not today, Chief. Not today. Oh my goodness, we are absolutely starving. Attaching this will hopefully fix that. But probably a good idea to queue up some food from rivers. Let's queue that up. I'll put this guy on auto for no real reason other than maybe something appears in the shadows. Maybe. It's probably not a big deal. Not a huge deal. This territory literally does not even have a resource unless there's one here. There was. I'm sorry, territory. I take it back. You're good. You're good. Well, that's probably just like aluminum or something garbage like that. Okay. This one looks more up my alley, more in my ballpark. Again, just a really horrific lack of food. So we'll double down and just go all in industry. And my favorite old guy from Hawaii, some old guy in Hawaii, with a $5 super chat says, with that much mercury, it must be named Freddy Town. I agree. I agree. Good call. Good call.
Congratulations on your survival. though I see that success eludes you. Stay the course.
As soon as I can turn it into a city, I absolutely will. And we'll keep that in mind. Please don't let me forget. And thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much appreciate. Okay. Very much appreciate, actually. Thank you, some old guy in Hawaii. My favorite old guy in Hawaii, most likely. Okay. Wonder if I go for a more strategic settle here. You know what? I don't think I do. I think probably I need to just move towards these rivers. Getting those horses online would be brilliant. Boom. Just mainly for the food that the infrastructure will provide. Although, also... Boom. Boom. Nope. Just one boom. Get that Mercury online. Mandatory idle army times 3. Get up there and have a wee look. See where my nearest neighbours are. You're probably going to settle smack bang there, so I'll just station you for now. And you might as well go and get that, actually. Shall we get copper? You betcha. Kia ora, Orion. Welcome in. The cheeky narrator still makes me smile. Me too. I noticed actually when I was looking for this mod, there was a mod that its only purpose was to stop the narrator from telling you when you reach the end of an ideological axis. And I thought that was really funny because that is one of the comments that can get a little bit annoying if you're constantly bouncing around the end of the ideological axis. So I thought that was quite funny. Okay, we're at 99% stability, and we're not really growing. So, I either need to build a farmer's or a... Probably the harbour is actually a much better bet. Let's build a harbour, as painstaking as it is to have to waste... so many turns on building a freaking harbour. Let's do it. And for goodness sake, do not let me forget to build them on these territories first. Although that one actually only has deep ocean on its coast. What a letdown. What a ridiculous letdown! Okay. This one can get one though. +5 food, that sucks. Although it should improve over time. Let's grab that last Mercury for Freddie Mercury. Okay, here's an encampment, so we can actually fight someone, which is brilliant. Get this one a harbour online as well.
Gives access to
right, shaping up old Freddyville down there into probably a pretty reasonable city.
Should have done this ages
I
ago.
reckon the capital could probably use connecting that up as well. I'll buy it its granary first, and maybe also chuck a harbour down for it too. Yeah. I think actually that's quite useful, particularly if we want to embark and go and explore the new world. So let's do that. Still 11 turns for one of my MPs, so I might just hold off for the time being. Focus on growing up the population. Yes, you're right, Octopus. Sometimes, mayhap, those announcements could be useful. Not gonna lie. Oh my goodness, Star Heels! Thank you so much for a $4.99 super chat. Star Heels said, how are units represented if you pick a later culture in an earlier era? Are they accurate to that culture? Or a set of default from the era you are in? I believe they're accurate to the culture. If you mean how they look, I believe absolutely. It's just the same unit. I think the main limitation is probably the texts that are required to play it, right? Probably. If I'm understanding you correctly. MP at turn 1. Not quite, Bruno. So the technology requirements stay. So you still need to have the required technology in order to build the unit. The upside to the MP unit is that it doesn't require a technology, so we can build it early. But the industry costs are quite high. Yeah, we'll just leave that harbour. We do want that infrastructure. We'll leave it for later. What I actually really want to do is connect up a territory, because I'm pretty sure I got that what is it? Food from rivers, right? Food from rivers, I think we've got. Mr. Beast Burger? Oh my goodness. Mr. Beast. Oh, amazing. What an absolute success that has been, that Mr. Beast Burger. I mean, I obviously haven't tried it. It hasn't quite made its way to New Zealand. Go figure. But, but I've heard great things. Okay, let's give you a thingy. And unfortunately, we don't really have much of an option. Zulu it is. I'm gonna transcend straight away. I'm not gonna muck around.
The world is holding its breath to see what this
I'm gonna transcend through into the next era as the Zulu.
And
And we're just gonna see if the Zulu can do us justice, I suppose. Alrighty, let us disband the scout into Blue Holeville, which also is actually a little shy on food. That territory's not gonna give it any food though. It's arguably gonna make it starve even more. However, we'll chuck it on. Oh, we can actually chuck that one on too. Which could have a harbour. A dreadful one, but a harbour nonetheless. Get those luxuries online. We now have a lot of gemstones, so market quarters are particularly useful for me. Good to note. Have to keep that in the back of our minds. And we need trade expeditions. That's one of the reasons why I bounced through quite early. So, 15 turns though. Little bit of a yikes. Let's get writing, philosophy, and then trade expeditions. I think is probably going to be my bet. Hopefully we can use our religion to get some early science. Science is my big hold up here at the minute. I should take leadership while I have access to it. Let's take the +1 city care.
Eventually yield.
It's not along my left-hand side, so it was a good thing that I took it while I had it. And let's actually return the scout into the city as well. Beeline writing. Yeah, we need to learn how to write. We need to learn how to light. Light? We need to learn how to speak English, Jumbo, first of all. That's what we need to learn. Okay, my goodness. I need some more coffee. But I'm too scared to have it at my desk now because I just knock it over whenever I bring it in here, honestly. Twice in a row, basically. Okay, anyway, enough about me doing dumb stuff. Let's get the extra food from harbours, and also maybe another industrial quarter. Yeah. Let's try and sort of build up food industry, get it moving along quite well in the capital. We will need more foodie jobs too, so I'll place down a little foodie district. And I suppose I should build my unique. It's a bit of a crap one, but I mean, I guess if we ever got invaded, it could be useful. It does provide stability rather than take it away, which is also useful. Here's an independent tribe. Oh my goodness, and it's a free city. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels real bad. We'll see if we can squeeze that. Independent peoples. We should take this immediately as well. Do I want to move towards +1 combat strength? Probably not. So let's go cheaper army cost. We're probably going to destroy them rather than assimilate them anyway. So let's go +5% food on cities. Cheaper army cost. Absolutely fantastic. And I will just, unfortunately for Nock, have to just step in and take that.
Time to see what happens when foreign cultures get together and decide to merge.
Feels real bad for you, friend. And you know what? I think I'll actually keep it. I'll keep it. We'll connect it up to this territory. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Right. And then we can rename it because now it is this. So now we can rename some old guy in Hawaii's suggestion of... Was it Freddyville? Was it Freddyville? The woman that sued McDonald's. Oh, big mood, octopus. Let me just check. Town. It was town. Much more humble. Oops. Great success. Freddy Town is officially up and running. Let's get it the pottery workshop and the... What would be most useful to you? Not a harbour built there. Not falling for that stupid trick again. You are not tricking me into building a harbour there. Absolutely not. Okay. probably the most useful thing here would just be to build up a base of districts. Let's see what the best build option is. 8 industry or 7 food. We're already producing a lot of industry. But I reckon the more the merrier, so let's get it working on building one of those. Nice. And actually I can just buy it outright. And we're going to be mega wealthy really soon. So let's maybe try and get our market quarters online ASAP. What are we looking at? 5 turns. Okay. That's very slow. Religious rights. Here's another civic, and I should take it immediately. I really like the faster holy sites, and also plus 5% money on city or outposts is going to do us really well. So let's jump into that. Try and build up our population as well to try and get more religious followers. Which I suppose means I should get that foodie infrastructure, hey. Not that harbour. Damn harbour. Crepes to Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. Quite the culinary ride in chat today. Oh my goodness, I hope there are no hungry people in chat today. Also, have your time zones all changed? I've heard, like, rumors and, you know, like, the odd people complaining on Twitter about daylight savings, which is so fair. Has everybody's time zones shifted? And mine hasn't. Have you guys all gone? What? Okay, so you're in the northern hemisphere, so you would be the opposite to me. So I'm heading into summer, so you're heading into winter, so you're in autumn. Or sorry, fall. You're in fall. So you'll be bringing your clocks forward. Full back, full forward. Full back, full forward. Your clocks have moved. Last night. Right, so you've just changed. DST was last night. No wonder you're so tired. You've fallen backwards and full. Right. Yep. Okay, so you've gone back. Right, so actually my stream is quite early for you today. Okay, good to know. So I could potentially stream later in the day. So I'm just wondering, because like if I wanted to do a nighttime stream for my American viewers, if we wanted to hang out at night, I would now have to do that 1 more hour later. Okay, right. Right. 3 back to 2. EU did it a week ago. Okay, so everybody... Oh, right, so it's good for the European viewers. European viewers, it's a little earlier for you now at my normal time. So you're not quite going to bed. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So everybody's shifted back an hour, or a lot of you have shifted back an hour anyway.
All sorts of interesting,
which works better for me because I don't have to get up quite so early in the morning to get these streams ready, I suppose. Okay, right, great success. 11:30 start. Oh, interesting, right. That's why I was late. Fair. SpongeBob chanting night, night, night. Oh, Bean, you know I love a good SpongeBob chant, but not today. No singing, no SpongeBob chants. I'm going to be on my best behavior. Oh, yes, that's right. We have Wanderers as well. I think we're so shy on science. As tempting as the... Or maybe we should just take the... Nah, let's go to the Mausoleum of Helicarnassus first this time. A change of pace. Or do we want to double down on our militarism? Could get really good boats. Nah, let's go Mausoleum of Helicarnassus. Get that bit of science, because that's going to be my tripping point, like my big tripping point. Stumbling block, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be the thing that's going to really hold me back in future, so... I'm going to try and get on top of that. Hey, our impies now only 5 turns to build them in the capital. That is fantastic. Let's try and double down even more on industry here. In fact, it's probably more important than that dumb... that dumb district. So, let's do that. We've got access to copper. Not a huge worry for me, but nice to have. And then I will go for the districts here too. Yeah, great success. Maybe also another industrial district. I note industry here very low in this city. Very low. I suppose we could attach something, but actually we're stumbling away on our stability here too, and we're about to fall down too low. So maybe we get the Mausoleum of Helicarnassus built in Blue Holeville, and then use the capital, which is unnamed, by the way. If we'd like a name for that, that would be fantastic. Right, so it's Sunday lunchtime for a lot of you, and then Sunday evening for a lot of the Europeans at the minute. Great success. What time was it for you European viewers? Spring forward, fall back. Ah, yeah, spring forward, of course. Makes sense. Spring up, fall down. Brisket and pulled pork. Go you. I time zones, honestly. So maybe we want to get our school online too, just to prepare for the future, right? Doesn't hurt to educate the people. Let's keep funneling money. Oh, money. Money. Plus 15 from having no adjacency. But I think we were really going to see money shine is probably going to be in some... Yeah, it's going to be these ones, isn't it? Right? Yes. Plus 21 gold. Go you. I'm moving that to the front of the queue. I don't even care about the stability loss. And also, I think Freddy Town's probably going to make us quite wealthy. Yeah, baby. There's another plus 21. Let's take both of those. That is good money. Really good money. Again, though, seeing a bit of a loss of stability here. For a number of reasons, notwithstanding our ideological changes. Let's get a unit spawn down here. Quite useful in Freddyville. Also build up a bit of stability. Not mad at it. Freddy Town. Sorry. Come on! It's right there. Just read it. And then we'll... Ooh. Go you. Okay. Must have people just randomly exploring still. Love to see it. I have a lot of influence, so let's not muck around and maybe hoover up the last of these territories. Probably... Ooh, we can get a Mercury monopoly, actually, if we move south. So what I'll do is just sort of drop this outpost on my way by and then start to move down and hoover up these. Because I have way too much influence, even for somebody who doesn't have control over their civics. I've got far too much influence. So let me just bounce down this way and grab all these on the bounce. Can't hang out today, just dropping a like. I appreciate that, Green Hawk. Jumboville should be the capital name. Very self-serving. But I like it. Oh, Coffee Town. We should have a Coffee Town in honor of the keyboard that fell. We should. The Witchy Wanderer. How good. Finally, we get a religion. Why are we so late to this? Honestly. Okay, what can we get from it? Plus 1 influence from mountain, plus 25 unit experience. Probably not needed. We probably go for the industry buff. The food one is tempting, but I reckon we go industry just because our unit is quite expensive, right? So let's do that, and let's get Zoroism and do the big change. Oh my goodness, Ben! Can we get a sugar? And hey, look who didn't change! Look who didn't change! I mean, look who did change, sorry. I remembered! Woohoo! I did it! The Zulu Boogaloo. Ben, thank you so much for a $20 super chat. Thank you so much for helping me do what I do. And supporting me, Ben, honestly. I so appreciate it. Ben says, Zulu Boogaloo for a city, please. Or Impyville. Or not the Soviets. I love Zulu Boogaloo. That is absolutely fantastic. That has to be the capital. It just has to be. Oh, I'm swooning over it already, Ben. You know me too well. Zulu Boogaloo? What? I reckon if I spell it with the U's, just to really get on the Zulu Boogaloo theme. It should be a long oo, perhaps, but nonetheless, Zulu Boogaloo it is. And what a fantastic name. Ben, thank you so much. Not just for your super chat, but for a wonderful suggestion. Let's start using holy sites to boost stability where it's needed. Which probably means Freddy Town's kind of too far gone, but we can definitely salvage Blue Holeville, and it would be useful actually to have it up against that territory. So what I'll do is attach, take the stability hit, ouch, but then go in with the holy site just somewhere kind of in this land, plus 4 industry, sure. And then get probably the whole gang on producing it, and we'll just pump it out in a turn, immediately lift up the stability. And sort of save the city. Blue Holeville. A 3 territory Wampa. Okay, it's now at 70. We may need to also give it the Mausoleum of Helicarnassus. So let's do that as well. It has a lot of districts because it has a lot of resources. So actually not a bad use of it. The question is really finding a good spot for it. And there aren't really any. It's fairly barren land. Oh, over here's not terrible. And how long will it take everybody if we get everybody on it? 5 turns. That's quite a lot, but I'm going to do it anyway. And do we want to take religious tolerance? +5 faith on territories. Maybe I want to bounce back to the middle just to keep myself relatively stable. +3 influence. Yeah, let's go for the faith, not the face boof, the faith boost, and also get that grievance. Shift ourselves back toward the middle, keep ourselves stable, and hopefully get a dominant religion, because religion's super powerful. Also a good mod on that. I know. I need to try that one still, on my to-do list. +3, +11 isn't bad when we can place down a harbour either, so I'll smash that bad boy down. Talking of likes, could you figure out why the likes vanished last stream? No, Octopus, I couldn't. I assumed I was just being trolled and people were removing them, or YouTube deemed there, for whatever reason, for there to be a lot of illegitimate ones. Maybe, I don't know, somebody had like 100 accounts and they liked from every single... I don't know. I really don't know why they disappeared. My theory is either YouTube deemed them illegitimate or more likely I was being trolled. But I just don't know. Wasn't it ridiculous? Honestly, it ended up being like 100 likes just vanished into the ether. YouTube just gobbled them up. Oh, nom 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 nom. Probably gave them away to somebody else. Let's go find someone to fight. I agree. Do we have trade expeditions online? Probably very comfortably.
But you still have time to leave.
Where are my units? I disbanded most of them, but not all. Let's get up and get ready to fight. Unbelievers. I kind of don't want unbelievers. I'm gonna leave that one out. It's not a very good civic, in my humble opinion. Zulu Boogaloo can expand to here. Om nom. Let's do it. And I reckon we queue up some Impy. Let's get some Impy and Zulu Boogaloo. Let's get our units going. See if we can send them overseas. Get them put to work.
Now there's some good fortune.
Uh-huh.
A neighbor who may be more interested.
And here is someone I prepared earlier. Who do we have? Oh boy, it's not even one of your personas. I believe this is one of the default ones. Ancestor. A risk-taking adaptive player who, unfortunately, we don't have our mouse over tooltips, but it looks like extra movement and maybe minus 10% cost on producing outposts, and then they have a bias towards goofy hats. Let us, I was gonna say trade, but maybe not. They're condescending to me because they're in the medieval era, I assume. My goodness, we need to get our impies online quite quickly, don't we? And how can I still not embark? Okay, 1 turn. Brilliant. This unit arrived just in time. We'll pop up to the north. We know that we have neighbors to our right and to our left, so we also need to try and work on them. We also need to keep claiming these territories. So, come on. Get to work. Let's grab this one for the 16 industry that these tiles down south are providing. Absolute wampa. And you, next turn, can set sail. Go you! Fantastic. Okay. Let's see what the world has to offer. See if we can get our MP out. Which probably means organized warfare is a fairly good take. Just in case we have multiple armies that need to support each other. Seems quite sensible, actually. Let's hoover up another Mercury. That gives us plus 8% science on all cities, which is good because we desperately need science. There's a harbour for a bit too. Nicely done. Great territory, actually. Very happy with that one. And we will continue our great wander over this way. We'll hoover up these and then we'll jump across here and see if we can go and meet some neighbours.
Impressive mausoleum. But
we have hot boys and hot girls in this chat. Usually. Hey, Cyclone, good to see you. I don't know about the hottest streamer, though. Maybe second hottest. That boasts this. My god. Okay. Let's move across into the great unknown. That is, hopefully, a world for us to plunder. Had insomnia last night after 5 hours of HK. I laid down in bed. Keep hearing the soundtrack. Pete, you are speaking volumes to me. That is my life, Pete. I feel that. Hey, dead man, Omega Gaming. How you doing? Scott isn't here. It's probably quite early for Scott, right? If I'm getting up at 7 or whatever to do these, then poor Scott is hopefully still sound asleep. My stream's not a great time for Australians, which is why I was thinking about maybe tomorrow doing a later stream. Now, it won't suit the Europeans, but as much, but hopefully some of you can still tune in. But I was thinking maybe of doing like a more of an evening US time stream. That will cater better to my New Zealand, Australian, Japanese, Singaporean. It'll cater better to a lot of people. But unfortunately not my European viewers, so I'm a little torn on it. But then again, these ones are largely, in fact, almost, maybe you could argue, predominantly catered towards European viewers. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm definitely the hottest 10 out of 10 would auto-resolve military with you again. Oh, I'm blushing. The big blush. All cultures in reverse. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, man. Somebody needs to mod that. Contemporary cultures in the ancient era, and it just flip them all. Yeah, that would be really neat. Oh, Jason Bennett. Thank you so much for a $2 super sticker. With the cool support. Much appreciated, friend. Oh, we'll have a safe flight nonetheless tomorrow, Micro. I don't know what flying looks like these days around the world. Okay, so we don't have to transcend immediately here, right? We could wait for our stars, and we probably should, because there's no real benefit to transcending while we don't have the stars, unless we need the technologies. And we're not at a point where we need the technologies. So I think we just hang around. We've already got Gold Expansionist. Thank you, update. But we need to get our military stars, really. So let's hang about. See if we can establish some forward military outposts in the new world. Oh, actually, the only benefit would be if we could get something like 3-masted ship or feudalism, wouldn't it?
I hope for your sake these
Maybe we
Aztecs
should
turn out to be friendly. The last thing you want is to be their prisoner.
Okay, well there's a
of
free
war.
swordsman nonetheless, so that's quite a nice military unit. And this is just an island. Okay, the hunt continues. We get swift on our units, maybe not a terrible idea. We could go celebrating, but I always get bad consequences when I do it, so I'm not going to. I'm probably gonna go, actually maybe just the swift. We are exploring, so let's go swift. Let's get a little bit of extra movement up in here. I'm hoping my MPs will come online. Yes, indeed. Great. Okay, so we're about to get our MPs. Very exciting. Let's queue up some basic ass infrastructure in there too. I'm wondering if I could actually buy that stability boost. Yes, I can. Great. I'll just queue that up. Get that working away. Wondering if we take that off expert now. I might just give us a couple of scientists so that we don't fall too far behind. Blue Holeville is on expert as well. It's starving, which is a shame. Might just move some people off gold and help feed it. And actually, it's not really even ready to be producing science for me. But I will invest in that gold district, because that is a whomper. And one that I'm very keen to be holding. Maybe also some science quarters around here. We'll see how we go. Freddy Town arguably could be a bit better for them. Actually, it doesn't have a huge amount of strategics. Takesies backsies. I was lying. I was lying. If we get each city to build us one MP, it might be a good idea as... Oh, no, that hurts their development too much. I think we do keep funneling them into the capital, actually. Really probably should build their barracks first. Can we do it in one turn if I tell those scientists to not do science? Yes, we can. Okay, we'll get the barracks first. Fine, fine, fine. And like I say, these guys, really, their whole goal is just to hoover up these and get across there. So let's get them across. There is no new world in this map. So if we can get forward outposts established, we're probably doing pretty well for ourselves. Ha! Long Bay. Haha, Long Bay is in the shadows to the north, I'm hearing, from my correspondents live in chat. And yes, they are correct. Unfortunately, it's in orange territory, which maybe means we have somebody with a target on their back. Oh dear. You've been vassalized already. Oh, I don't like that. Oh my goodness, we are doing awfully. Is this the worst start ever? I'm blaming the Zulu. I place the blame solely on the Zulu. Maybe I need to make this a city. Might let the unit behind this one get all of that crap and just keep hustling this one across that way. Set those two, make those two set sail. Let's go and have a look at least. We're probably going to have to use our military might to try and catch up. And every turn that I waste is another turn that we become slightly less military mighty. Although, of course, you could argue our impies will be good forever. We didn't get cheaper outposts or cheaper city merge costs because we just lost that civic, thanks to it being lost into the ether that is the world of modded humankind. It's okay, but it's a shame that we did lose that one, because it's quite an important early one. Nonetheless, as I say, let's just get this unit out and overseas immediately. Heck yeah, the Tom Brady of humankind streaming. I don't know who Tom Brady is. Oh my goodness, am I outing myself as a moron? Most likely! Delaying a little later would be fine in the US. As it stands now, you're a late lunch feature. I'm a late lunch feature. Yeah. Sit down with your bloody barbecue panini or whatever. And enjoy? Question mark? Let's get iron built. We can all enjoy iron. And likewise, it would be nice to get a little bit of stability improvements here if we could. Don't really want to waste my time building garrisons if I can help it, though. In fact, we don't really have any other way to do it unless we build garrisons. A little bit of a yikes. Is there any versatility in building a unit spawn? My mind says no, but my body is telling me yes. I think it's lying. I think we'll ignore that. Get that online and then actually just make me a lot of money. I don't care about stability, just make me rich. Freddy Town, make me absolutely rich. And then I'll buy stability. Money can buy you anything in this world. Including stability. Basically by buying garrisons. Although, the changes to the late game scaling of districts has made that harder. And rightly so. But it has made it harder. Here's our first MP. I've just made it set sail so its combat strength is only 11. But trust me, it's good. Just trust me, it's good. Ooh, and we can actually just jump straight up here. Brilliant. Let's jump up and have a wee look, see what's going on. We have a swordsman and a warrior who we could have upgraded if we'd had the iron, but we couldn't. It's fine. We are quite far through this game, and I feel like we've achieved next to nothing. And unfortunately, this looks like a dreadful place to embark this impy, so we're going to have to send it back onto land and pump it over this way. Actually, might be a bad idea to get that down first. Nah, actually it is a bad idea. Give me my MP first. It can run. It's got legs. It's got freaking legs. Okay, this is a tough journey, but it's one that we will survive, because I think we can make it one turn in the deep, scary oceans that are. And hopefully, bounce across here. As soon as the turn ticks over. Oh, you Europeans, you. He's an American football player. Right. Well, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Why, I don't know who they are.
Independent people
Okay, so
Who
we
are
found
they?
independent peoples, and we
Time will
found
tell if they are
almost
helpful,
yeah. So this is all
hopeless,
orange.
or
If we could
history.
take down the independent people
No
and get a
doubt
city
this
established here, it would
independent
be
people
wonderful.
possess
However,
sophisticated
sixth
customs,
population.
rights, language, and beliefs.
Oh my goodness.
I do hope
Wait,
you're going to
how
treat
does this
them well.
work? How can I assimilate them for 250 when I have no bug?
You have added an independent people to your empire. Will the whole be greater than the sum of its parts?
How did that happen? How did that happen? I mean, I'll take it, but I'm not sure how that happened. Well, a little bit sus. Yeah, that was very sus. Okay, well we've just got a really good city here, so that's great. Thank you, I suppose. Sure, why not? We'll take it. Okay, well, let's just build some districts, I suppose. What have we got already? Let's turn the weed district overview. We've got a science quarter, gold quarter, and industry quarter. Cool, so they've done the whole balance thing. And a farmer's quarter as well. Go you. Okay. We could build a little bit more industry and then produce some units out of here, I think. It's probably a good idea. We'll get the forge, we'll get another industrial quarter. Maybe another one still after that. Boom, boom. And then MPs in the room. Ooh. Maybe not. Anyway, let's see if we can find an enemy city. Because if we can bring our impies over here, upgrade you. Now we've got 2 swordsmen. Fairly strong units, although probably a little outdated still. And let's try and get a feel for what's going on here. We'll send those barb ones off to just go and do barb things. And you may as well disembark down there. Brilliant. Alright, okay. That was a great grab. Sus will be Impyville. Oh, yes, absolutely. Let's rename it. Get some MPs produced out of here. I'll pump a bit of money into it to try and get this stuff online relatively quickly. It probably also wouldn't hurt to get our unique down because we could be in danger here, potentially, of losing this city if we decide to go to war. So, yeah, that's a thing.
Much can be said about the Persians. Vast trade routes, grand palaces.
Looks like they've blocked me
and
out. They've closed their borders
Peacock throne.
before I could really scout them in any great detail. However, looks like we have a capital near us. So, let's shift ourselves back. There is a wee trick you can do. But we can't really do it where we are. You can sort of, like, tell the AI to... Oh, yeah, like that. So if I move there, I'm moving out, but I'm moving out and around, so I can continue to move through their territory. I don't know if there's a way to do it here, too. Not really. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, we got a little bit out of it. Cool, okay. Just a cheeky little bit of extra exploration and exploitation, so to speak. And I think, seeing as we have found someone who's very close to one of our cities up north, we should probably send the 2 MP that away. So let's do that. Actually, they probably want to move through the shallows over here. Whoops. Go over that way. Great success. And actually, if I can afford to, why not hoover this island up? And then we can get a spawn from the capital up here on this island. Great success. Let's do it first, actually. And like I say, this guy probably actually just needs to come back onto land. We could make it through here, but kind of slow. Let's jump back onto land, hoover up this way, and head up to Impyville, and see if we can maybe take someone down. Get a couple of military stars, for goodness sake. Getting war decked by orange. Honestly, the Impy Squadron, off they go. Go you.
A good idea. This is pleasing. I am content to join
Wow.
together on this.
That's a lot of porcelain. Jeepers.
Tremendous!
You have created your first trade link. Commerce is how empires have always shared goods, resources, and tall tales.
What's going on here? Got a swordsman, and a horseman versus my 2 swordsmen. Alright, I could retreat, but these units were mostly free anyway, so let's manually deploy, see if we can get up onto the high ground. I'll hide in that forest for now. Oh shit, I got more out that way. Okay, well, we're gonna take the L here then. Yikes. Oh, that's a huge yikes.
That can't be done like that.
Cannot be done for now.
Don't think that it's possible.
Why is that one? How did that one already make its move? Yeah, well those guys have just died. So, rip to the swordsman. Let's get the heck out of their territory and try and build Impyville up as fast as we can. We should really get walls and our unique district down on that tile. And I'll start to funnel some more money and stuff into this city, I think. Oh my goodness, no. You poor you! Get out of there! Run!
Blades in the water.
I need to focus on them too, because I don't want to lose. I want to at least establish an outpost before I lose these units. So what I'll do is just try and quickly go boom. There's the outpost down. So now it doesn't matter if we lose that unit in a 4v1, which is absolutely going to happen. Yikes. But doesn't matter. We got the outpost down just in the nick of time. They want Buna. Should we just give them Buna? And then we can fight them for it later? Question mark? I mean, I'm not really using it. Sure. Take Buna. It's yours. I don't want Buna. Knowledge authorities, a very good one, and we can't afford it. No! Oh, it's gone into the ether. Rip knowledge authorities. Let's get fortifications, because we're going to need them walls. Surprised there isn't already pollution. Yeah, we're doing well. I mean, they probably just didn't choose a polluting culture, I imagine.
If trouble
Everybody's
comes,
gone non-pollutant. I mean, we went the
market
Zulu for
forces
crying out
should
loud.
provide you with a number of
We didn't
pragmatic
exactly,
options.
we didn't exactly play super ambitiously with our pick. Could have been the Soviets, could have been the Japanese. No! We want the Zulu, and we shall have them. As I say, pumping money up here rather than down there. Actually fine to shoot a population out to get that done, though. Yeah. Get your walls in Impyville. This army's pretty crappy, but they were free, so we'll keep them. We'll keep them around. We won't fire you today. You can stay. Industry from copper and... Oh, look, I'm getting my pop-ups. Okay, I see you. +2 food on river? Sure. Instability. Why not? Great. Zoom our way. Hello, fortifications. Zoom our way up to Impyville, where the fortifications are nearly complete. Speed along by a turn. Nice. Walls are in place. Go you! We should probably also get better walls. Right? Or am I wasting too much time on walls? Maybe. How long does it take me to build an MP? 7 turns still. That's still quite slow. No way to attach any extra territories, as I'm literally an island within Persia. That is amazing. Okay. That's fine. Do what you do best. More industry. Yeah. Before the Zulu district, because it doesn't really provide a lot of benefits. Or at least not any that I'm overly or overtly interested in anyway. This city is really struggling with industry as well. Just get its basic infrastructures in place. Zulu Boogaloo is doing okay-ish. I do want to get some more of my dudes in though, don't I? Let's get 2 more trained. Let's get 3 more trained, actually. Let's get 3 impy. And station them here on this forward outpost. So that they can spawn literally next to these ones. Great. Oh no, we can't get them through without declaring war.
At the cat.
Because we don't have open borders, so they have to just wait here in the ocean. That is something that doesn't sit super well with me, to be honest. Craftsmanship maybe for the industrial upgrade. Love it, Terentius. Love it. Who else do we know?
You come to me with a proposition?
We know that, no, we just know that we're versing
What do
the
you want?
Persians, the Aztecs,
Why are you here?
and the Nubians. The Aztec. Mood. Oh look, they've got the Temple of Artemis there too. Okay. Again, just splash some cash here in Impyville. It's actually really struggling to grow. And we need populations if we want to build units. So I may have to just focus a little bit on the likes of grain silos and food from populations. And then maybe we can consider building an MP. Although still very low industry here. Very low industry. Merge you up, and now we just have these floating impy just waiting to get in. Please, may we have passage through your lands. Absolutely not, says the man.
Good idea. From a good friend. Let me hear it.
Let's buy some porcelain. Porcelain providing us with more money. Oh man, we are going to be so wealthy out of this. 200 gold per turn is not bad, considering this has really not been a brilliant start. Turns out starting as the MP who have no benefits, not the best idea. But also, if we can use our MP to our advantage, maybe I'll take these backsies. So let's try and use them. In fact, I'm feeling game. Might just try and sort of push through. Ransack gains, cheaper trade. We're sort of at the end of the usefulness of these technologies as well. So even though we haven't got our military stars, it may be worth transcending. Maybe. Or we just go for a big push now. There's our unique district, which I really like that that's down. Now we have a unit spawn that's somewhat useful. Go mounted warfare for the more effective ransacks. Not necessarily because we're going to have to use it, but nice to have. And then Freddy Town, I think, can build us 2 MP now. Blue Holeville as well. Get that harbour upgrade going. And then you can get us 2 MP up there. Freddy Town can build them there. And Zulu Boogaloo is getting 2 MP going as well. Brilliant. So, we're going to pump out a whole load of
you've met
MP.
the Mycenaeans.
Oh, I do
Let's
not
hope
like
relations
that.
go well.
We
Their foes
cannot
are
declare
rather
war
formidable.
and have our MP here, sitting here. This would be a disaster. Maybe Impyville wants to contribute now too. It's just not quite ready. It's just not quite ready. It just doesn't quite have the industry required. It's so close though. I'll use my gold to speed along this, either the watermill or the next district. And we'll see how we go. Justice for Tim Hortons? You're the donut hole? Calling all Tim Hortons fans? More likes than viewers. Yes, thank you to the people who tuned in, liked the video, and moved on with their days. Much appreciated. Yeah, we currently have around, around 80 concurrent viewers. But of course, over the course of the stream, already over 1,000 people have tuned in. Much appreciated. Oh my goodness. Oh. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. 700 gold for a turn's worth of production feels bad. I'm not going to do that. The Nubians would like to trade everything. Maybe I just spend my gold on this instead, right? We can get horses and copper. we can really boost up the industry in our cities. So let's do that, and then let's get more porcelain for even more money. We'll buy almost all of their porcelain. Great. Foreign outposts, quite useful. Come on, MP Bill! Go, you! Okay, we could disembark there and then embark there. So that's maybe a safer way to do it. Rather than just having those floating MPs there. So, we'll try and connect these up. Hopefully that boat just goes away. Looks like we've met Be Woolly. Good to see ya. You're probably quite far away from me, so maybe... I wonder if they'd share maps with me. That would be quite useful.
So, tell me.
Let's do it.
This is pleasing.
Let's see what the Maya can see.
A competing empire has accomplished. A gasp of wonder, a cry of astonishment, and perhaps a pang of jealousy.
We move around that way. We've got the Normans down there who we artificially built. Wonder if we keep some MP around to fight them too. Maybe I do. Maybe I build up a little contingency force here on the homeland. Which should be quite easy to do. I'll just queue up another MP in each city. And then we've basically fixed that. Boom, boom, boom. Capital looking good. And where's my last one? Freddy Town? Yeah, go on, Freddy Town. In fact, actually, Freddy Town could just build us this army. Go on. You know you want to. We've lost a lot of population by doing this, but I think absolutely the right move. Where we have no choice, really. We have to just go in all in here and hope that it works. Yeah. Alright. Great success. Wait, do you have a spawn down here? Yes. Take that spawn. Take that spawn, and let's move down this way. Could fight them, could just assimilate them peacefully, but either way, I'll get an army down nonetheless. We actually nearly win this fight because our MP is so good that we can take down actual boats. Ah, dang, that's their sea territory. Frustrating. Oh, look, they've seen me coming. They've seen me coming. It's going to be a difficult fight to bust out of there, really. Start getting some MP in Impyville. Oh, yikes. Oh, maybe I need to build boats as well. That's going to be a disaster, though, if I have to muck around building boats, too. Really not something I want to be doing at this stage in the game. Building a land force and boats. Could be too much for our little empire to handle, I think. For goodness sake, don't lose all those to sea. That would be absolute heartbreak. Right, you get over there. Nubians want open borders. I'll counter that back at them. I'm not paying them for open borders. But I will pay them for their obsidian and their marble. Because that is a lot of useful industry for me.
A cultural wonder.
Do I have any resources that are actually worth getting back here? No.
Garnered a lot of fame building that monstrosity.
Need some ships. Yeah. When did the Dia de los Muertos event end? It doesn't end until the end of the month. November 28th. Chapter 2 isn't even open yet. Having a CE culture in the ancient era is so broken. Yeah, having a contemporary era culture, I imagine, would be incredible. The Zulus, we still need to try and make the most of them. Why do you have so many boats? Oh my goodness. These units will be increasingly obsolete as well because we don't have the technology. We just have to double down on MP, don't we? We really do have to double down on MP. Oh, but now we're starving here. Somehow. I think not picking up someone like the Harapans or, you know, industry boost or food boost, whatever boost, because we've missed all of them, it's made it quite challenging. But our MP is so strong that we should be able to kill those 4 units next turn with these 2 MP. So let's do that. Yeah. Super easy. Super easy military star there. And in fact, there's 4 more here. So I might just change the spawn to be a little closer to home. Oh, and there's 3 more there. Where are you all coming from? Jeepers. And now they have like 20 boats. There is no way I build enough boats to fight there. I wonder if I have to bait them toward me. Maybe we just have to try and raise tensions.
I am listening.
Let's force a demand on them
You will avoid bringing your own.
and refuse
Once
theirs.
again, you
Try and sort of artificially raise some tensions here. Try and get them to declare war on me, is the idea. Really need some more food here. What the heck? Army upkeep. My upkeep on my uniques is so high. Oh, we have to almost declare war with them immediately. I wonder if they would try and attack me here, though. They may not. Oh, I don't feel comfortable declaring war until I have my MP here, is the only thing. Because without any MP in Impyville may just perish. This territory, though, absolutely away laughing. Are you ransacking that? You better not be. 5 units in the ocean. Ruin. We lost all of our influence over, but that doesn't really bother me. Because we might just try and take them down with these 2 MPs anyway. Let's get ferocious on our units. It's only for 5 turns, though. So if we want to make it work... We have literally 8 MP here. Absolutely bankrupting my economy. I don't have the money or industry to build ships. And I would never be able to build enough to flip this. It would take me probably like 20 turns to rival this navy. So that I'm considering not an option. It's now only taking us 2 turns to build our MP though, which suggests to me that we've probably sort of almost caught up to its usefulness. I think we do declare war.
adopt the fate of my lands.
Refuse their
Once
demand
again,
again.
you
Really
show
just
how
try and piss them
inadequate
off as
you
much
are.
as we possibly
A
can.
good ruler knows when to withdraw their demands.
Right? What have they got? Swords still. So our MP could still beat them. If we had any in Impyville, is the downside. Hopefully they withdraw these units away from this island, or try and take this island. I'm not sure how the AI will react, but I'm kind of putting quite a few of my eggs in the basket that they will react poorly and we'll be able to outclass them. Because we're not going to be able to get our MP across in any reasonable amount of time otherwise. And geez Louise, it's lucky we had this MP here, because otherwise this would be a big L. Imagine losing to barbarians.
Go this way.
Oh no, we can't deploy this turn. Oh, these peasants are going to get absolutely bombasted. Thankfully, the horses won't be able to do much, right? Yeah, baby. And we'll sneak in back here and absolutely destroy that crossbow before it can fire at my peasants. And then we'll just defend in our city, on our districts. And let our one MP hopefully handle both of these. Although that one on the high ground scares me slightly. I can't jump up next to it, so what I might do is maybe just step back. It will get a charge, but it'll have to come down onto the low ground. And yeah, that's for fairly comfortable victory. I'll send a peasant out to finish that, just because I don't want to lose my MP. Nice one. And we are now officially in the red, so it's time to start making money. Money! No. There you go. Right, what we'll do here is go for the old bait and switch routine. Try and position ourselves away from the high ground. Ah, there's a high ground. Maybe I move on to that hill. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we do. Brilliant. Let's move right up onto these hills and destroy the archer immediately because my MP are very strong. 47 combat strength versus the likes of 26, 17. I think we can see where this is going. Stab. Stab. Finally earning some military stars off these guys too, which is fantastic. I actually almost sort of don't really want to take this city in a weird way. As we use our MP to absolutely destroy it. The units just keep coming. My goodness. I'm gonna go get some crepes. Crepe. Go you. Go you. Military start. Military start. Great success. And I'm gonna start moving now. Let us transcend through into the next era as the mighty Zulu.
Wisdom, the
Boom,
world
boom,
is
boom.
holding its breath to see what
Start getting
this
some more
famously
stars now that those military
culture
ones are out the
was.
road. And maybe we can
How he
start to
gets it.
stage a little bit of a comeback. Maybe. They are pillaging something of mine, and I don't like it. Wonder if one would be enough to destroy 4. It wouldn't, but if we can get a second one, like you, start meandering over this way, these two should be able to take down those 4. We roughly have a 2-to-1 power ratio. Oh, they stopped the ransack. They got scared, which is brilliant. Speaking of getting scared, let's just destroy all these units. Oh, yes, another one appeared. Oh, brilliant. So we can take this one, right, and take it for our own, and then move through to the next one. Brilliant. Great success. Oh, we actually didn't have to take it. That's actually even better because now I get to fight them again. Great. We'll just sneak out this way and hopefully not lose these units. I think I can also take this battle with this unit here to reinforce. She's a little weak, but should be alright.
Keep up, keep up.
Although you're gonna take a 4v1 turn. But it doesn't even matter to the mighty MP. Look at it go! Swatting enemy armies off. Left, right, and center. My goodness. Oh, if only we'd spawned on one continent. Imagine the damage we could have dealt if we'd spawned on the same continent as someone else. My goodness. We could have rolled them. My economy is struggling though, I concede. Nah, so we're gonna have to probably move on orange. Yeah, their navy is killer, and there's not a lot I can do about it, so we might have to try and bait them into fighting us, right? Which probably means playing more of a defensive play up here in Impyville. It's finally about to get its first Impy, which is really what we've been waiting for this whole time. Probably just sit there.
We'll wait here.
Oh,
Open borders with the Nubians, counter it back at
You
them, they can
desire
buy it
something
if they
of me.
want it.
but
Right, an MP has arrived in Impyville. One is unlikely to be enough though. But, if we can declare war with them and get them to do dumb stuff with their boats, right? They may send their boats away once we declare war. So we're gonna essentially risk it for the biscuit. Refuse that demand
This does
again.
very
It's
little
still not
to
pushing them to
protect me.
fight me.
try harder.
So, let
I
us
suppose I can wait.
declare war.
No more talk.
Alright. We're officially at war with Orange. But we're not going to try and cross this ocean, because that gets us dead. Zulu, the MP, not necessarily well known for being that great at swimming. So we're gonna have to try and hope that they basically sort of try and take this island from me, right? That's kind of the play here now. Let's make sure we have units fortified up where they need to be. Let's also allow us to claim, attach, and merge territories with money? Nah, we don't need that. Oh no, I exited out! Oh. And now I can't get either of them.
Why are you here?
Oh, disaster. Screwed over by the civics. Well, lesson learned. We really need to fortify up our capital, you know, our homeland, just in case they decide to come this way and fight me. However, if they decide to come this way and fight me, it also kind of works out in my favor, because then I can, you know, absolutely destroy them with my impies this way. So, I'm just going to do a wee dance of death, see where they move, how they move. Hopefully they move somewhere. Really? You're just going to camp there? Big mood. Oh, okay, potentially we're baiting them. Let's step back from the shorelines a bit. Maybe we can hide.
On patrol.
And maybe they'll disembark? That's my hope. I don't know how well this is actually going to go. I concede. Either way, let's just make sure that we have walls and... honestly, some more districts would be really nice. That's 24 industry up there. Jeez, give it to me. Jeepers. Zulu Boogaloo doesn't have any walls. I'm gonna build those as a priority. Because that's a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, maybe we use one unit to bait them. The bait Zulu.
I'm on it.
Play. Come on. Come on. Come down here, you know you want to.
Ready all?
Yes. Come on.
Why are you here?
Here, little AI, little AI, little AI. Come fight me. Oh, yikes. Army wages. Extra combat strength.
If an army
Sure.
wants reliable soldiers, they had best provide a reliable income.
We get bonuses against stronger units, yeah. Okay. This is an interesting fight. What am I versing here? A whole load of absolutely garbage units. Alright.
Stay in
I'm gonna step up onto the highest ground I can. Probably redeploy here. Oh, they actually challenged me. But not to a city siege, just to a border conflict against my one MP, but they're refusing to attack into it, which suggests to me that it's a fairly conclusive one. These units, much less useful and quite weak. I'm actually toying with pumping them into the city rather than deploying them to this fight. But I've already deployed this chariot, so... Hello, chariot? I see you back there. Go you.
No fear!
I'm wondering if I just maybe don't deploy these guys, like I say. I mean, like, Archer would be useful, but completely outclassed. Anti-cavalry, not needed. It would be on par with what they've got, but I reckon we... maybe use one as bait, but then not the rest.
Off we go!
Yeah. Oh my god, no. Okay, well, that's bait. And only bait. Yeah, great hit. I'll step on their flag. That will really bring some difficulties on them. I can still destroy that crossbow, but it was a bad hit, I acknowledge, but it's, I think, worthwhile. Just doing that round. Let's see how this weak MP can survive against these guys. If we can at least thin the herd, we could be alright. Although losing my one MP really sucks. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the flag. Deep regret. Deep regret. Why can't you build that? Why? I'm not blocking the spawn. Oh, there we go. That one must be because it's adjacent to enemy units. I'm assuming it won't let me do that. That's kind of fun. Okay. We're still absolutely blocked here by this navy. Do I try and fight... I can't fight cogs. I think that'd be too strong. 38. Yeah, and I'm significantly weakened when I jump into the water. Ah! Try and bait this guy again. Yoo-hoo!
Reporting for Central.
Okay, you ready? The big bait move.
Your empire becomes
Run.
one of the...
No! Why am I over here all of a sudden? Ah! I'm not sure how well the big bait move went. Although, if we could get those to move over into the big bait move. Let's just retreat. We retreat out of there. You know, like, I might be able to take down 5. Maybe. Probably not. But maybe. Oh no, I'm being pillaged all over the show. What is this? Dang it. Okay, we'll have to send a little army down there to deal with that. That's fine. We'll send these 2 MP out. In fact, we'll give them a 3rd friend. Send those guys down to deal with that riffraff. And then continue our great... God knows what this plan is. Try and bait these boats out the way. Sail around the long way, perhaps? We could. We could try and sneak some of these units out. But where? Okay, we could sneak them out down south. Alright. We try and sneak them out, what, here to... It's gonna be really hard to cut up all the way up there. It's gonna be quite hard. Hey, we made it to triple digits! Go, you beautiful people! Fantastic. Triple digit likes. On a stream that didn't have many viewers, many consecutive viewers, that is pretty good going too. Go you! Go you! I think it's time we move maybe onto more of a balanced policy in most of these places. Come on, MPville. I need more MP! You don't have the population. Alright, let's do the... Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And build more of you. Get people onto food, for goodness sake. All the food. But also all the industry. Oh... We desperately need passage through here, don't we? This is our big hold-up. And incredibly well played by the AI, to be fair. I cannot spare the resources to try and fight that. However, we are seeing a little bit of movement now. Ah, they're not willing to push me.
Hard to know if you should stop for a selfie or jump in for a swim.
Oh, nice. We got that. Go us. Okay, got the the Rebellion Crushers, who are likely going to be slightly too late down here. But we'll send them down anyway. Might have to reclaim that. Not the end of the world. Build up a few more MP here and here. Our economy is now tanking too much, right? So... maybe update the like goal? I won't put another one in. I won't put another one in. Triple digits pleases me. I'll settle for triple dig. Maybe they're moving around to block this. Let's see. Let's just see what happens. Position these units at either end. Might just have to honestly just send them out and see what happens. Oh boy, this is a tough one. Sure. Let's fight. I've got one impy and some peasants.
1, 2, 3. Don't fall behind.
Ooh. It's a difficult fight here though. That high ground, not a fan of though. I'm gonna have to jump up there myself, I think.
Nope.
Persians are playing. They must be moving a lot of units. Oh, I could actually block that spawn, but I reckon if we just run around here... Hello? How dare you pretend that you could run that far and then not? You absolute maniac. Oh well. The archer can't get me, and honestly, if I just hang around here and stab these people, we should be okay. Though now that they're on my walls, they could slay my peasants like there's no tomorrow. I'll jump up here, get rid of that crossbow. This is nasty, this is nasty, this is nasty, this is nasty. Get rid of that one, which is actually stood down into low ground now, so this is better than it looks. Also rivered low ground. That should be a confident stab. Yeah, brilliant. Wondering if you actually do reasonable damage. Go, you peasant. Go on. Give that one a cheeky stab, and yeah, we'll just ride that out. That should be a fairly easy victory for us. These units are now in the ocean. Alrighty. Military star, good to see.
Something from you.
Nubians would like an alliance.
The dogs are famished.
You know what? I'll
We
accept that for now,
and we
actually.
should celebrate the agreement.
We do a lot of trade and stuff. We'll keep them on our good side.
Lovely.
We'll keep them on our good side.
Impressive.
And a
A
sweet crack with
cultural
caramel,
wonder
caramel ice cream.
that
Oh my
makes
goodness,
me
is
want
anybody
to
else
pull
hungry?
out my toy blocks and go crazy.
28 orange boats, Pete. Get out of town. My goodness. That is ridiculous. Okay. Although these ones are just units that are starving themselves. What are you? What are you? A lone boat. We can definitely take that lone boat down. Yeah, get out of here. This is my land. And now these units. I would love for these units to disembark here. Oh man, that would be the dream.
Yes, friend. We accept.
Ah, yes, this fight. This really quite easy fight, actually.
Keep up, keep up.
Looks like we probably just won. Oh no, look, they thought they'd bring the horse back here so it can die. Thank you. And there's another one down. I don't want to lose that MP, so hopefully it survives. Looks like the AI only really has one unit left. It actually looks like we can even win this fight down here. Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Will you charge me? Probably not. I'll charge you instead. Wow, that's a big zoom. Okay. You want to be there. Thank you. Yes, they're gonna run at me like the barbarians they are. Brilliant. Sorry, the Normans. Credit where credit's due. He's a double promoted MP worth protecting. Yeah, he is double promoted and very weak up there, isn't he? Very weak. I'll stab you. Hello. Where you running to, friend? Oh no, he did it. I'll stab you too. Don't you dare. Don't you dare attack me.
Sorry.
Oh. Wait. Did that unit just disappear into the fog? What? Not quite sure what happened there, but there's a military star anyway. Great success. Still pumping out Impy like there's no tomorrow. Okay, so that's that boat. Right, so we want to try and sneak these guys. Oh, not 2 turns through deep ocean. We could re-embark, disembark, re-embark across there. It's a bit convoluted, but it might actually be the best way to do this. My economy is just tanking so much. I can't afford this anymore. Could get another city down, but probably not the grandest of ideas. I would love to rescue that unit. Oh, brilliant. Nicely done. Couple of double promoted MP here that have just been absolutely farming our friend there for experience. Let's heal them up again. And speaking of farming friends for experience, friends don't farm friends, but we're gonna farm this friend. Let's go there and do that. What's this situation looking like these days? Hey, the boats have all but gone. I reckon we can sneak through here now. Let's go back to plan sneak through here. Because, look! Here they go. Finally, a land battle worth fighting. Bring it. As they're stuck on my land, that was a really bad deploy for them. We can get back up here next turn and absolutely destroy those units. Let's get walls as an urgent priority in Freddy Town, just in case we end up with some barbarians floating around. And, you know, we really need some growth. Let's get some food here. 1 foodie district it is. As our economy hemorrhages like there's no tomorrow, I bring these units back here and absolutely take those ones down. They got to ransack off. I'll go and meet them.
What do you want now?
It's panning me across to you for literally no reason. Right, here we go. Finally, a use case for our MP. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Absolutely fantastic. Get all sorts of flanks, and you move here, and you move there, and you block that spawn. It's a great success, right? And we can then just trigger it again and continue to block them up here. Yeah, you better run. You better run. We can't let them get away. We have to ensure that we finish them. That'll be great for our war support too, right?
Pollute my mind with your vile chat.
Yeah, one-time losses and retreats are hurting them. We of course need to push the aggression as well. It may stimulate them to send more units across this way, it may not. Either way, that's wonderful. Finally, progress. Not sure what's ooh, wow, that is a lot of units. And we only lost 1 MP in the process. Go you. Go you. Okay. Let's move right up against them and actually just take this city, I think. They'll stop the Barbs doing their dumb Barbie things. Ooh.
They
Let's try
say
multiculturalism
alloys
and keep
are
this
stronger
city,
than
shall we?
pure metals.
Could be kind of fun.
I guess we're going to see how far that metaphor applies to human society.
Sure. It'll produce us a whole load of influence. Granted at the cost of gold, I acknowledge. Still absolutely hemorrhaging left, right, and centre. Let's try and build up a little bit of an economy instead in that case. Try and reduce some of the woes that we're facing. Losing that territory is blinking annoying. How dare they? Honestly. Okay, now we have to move on these guys really quick. Do not let them get away. Nice. Nice. Don't let them reinforce either. Just gonna brutalize them on this island. Yeah, we've got a nice fame surge. You're right, Pete. A really nice fame surge, actually. Largely probably just thanks to our militarism. Let's have a look and see how our stars are doing. So we're gold military and then like nothing anything else. wonder if we just move through again and just try and go for gold military here. It's a bit odd, but yeah, it could be worth doing. Well, I mean, obviously we need to earn something else. Okay, so we absolutely destroyed them, and it's kind of scared them off. Now's our moment, I think. Now's our opportunity. Impyville has only 2 Impy, and it seems to be enough to scare people off. Still trying to build Impy here, but man, it is slow going without any industry. But actually, even with industrialists, it only speeds it up a turn. I'll speed it up 1 turn, though. That's okay. And obviously, we absolutely destroy them. And then I'll go back here and get what was mine! More Impy? Yes. All the Impy. And let's get them over on Impy Island, I think. Great success. Oh my god, wind. What are we doing here? Chasing down these guys by the looks. More military stars. When we transcend, we're gonna get a lot of military stars, right? Like, we've basically got our military stars forever. Is what I'm considering here. Who are you? Oh, hello. Okay, let's go. Go, 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 go! Now is the time! We've weakened their army. Their fleets seem to have disappeared into the ether, which is wonderful. Don't you take that from me, or I will be very mad. Let's bring these units back to Freddy Town, and these ones through here. And I'm just gonna smash down the outpost quickly, just so that they don't get it. We can relocate it later, but it's quite important that we just blonk, put it down at least. Nice. Okay, this is really just the make it or break it turn here, although there's only 1 spot to... okay. It's going to be a bit of a bottleneck, but we'll try and squeeze through here. Let's go for the conversion rather than the lockdown.
A good idea.
Take a customs union. And we need to wrap up this war quickly, or we're going to start to suffer. So I'm going to bring my MP from Impyville here to the front line. Wait. Are you fighting them too? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alright. Looks like the reason why all their stuff disappeared was because they needed it elsewhere. Mood. Let's move in quickly now and try and seize the day. Oh, our friends have gone. Oh well. Go, 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 go. Let's really try and seize this opportunity. We don't, for many reasons. One being we don't want someone else to reap the rewards of something that we've been working on for so long.
Will 5 circuses be built next?
What's going on here? Oh, they duped me. They absolutely duped me in Impyville. How dare you! Okay, so we still have an MP. And we've got like 2 there and like 4 just out of range. Yikes. I'm gonna have to try and manual battle, obviously. Get the MP over in that one, and then let the peasants just do their, like, high ground thing, I suppose. This one MP's gonna have to do the Lord's work again. I reckon it can do it, though. These attacks are terrible because they're attacking up on high ground from rivers, so my peasants can likely hold that front line. I just have to try and hold this one with my MP. It should be fine. I mean, you don't run on the spot out of excitement for nothing. I'm a little worried about this. But, like I say, it actually seems to be totally okay. Oh, Lit Lucky! Good to see ya! There's a stab that almost certainly pays dividends. Oh no, we lost that citizen. How did we lose them? Oh shoot, we are losing all of these citizens. We must be taking ranged hits from far away. that I can't see. Yikes. Yikes. We need these impies to be an extra turn ahead, really, didn't we? Or these two to come back. We just needed someone extra. I moved too fast. It's my own fault. Impyville has fallen. Somehow that's unlocked us foreign customs. I'm not sure how that's happened, but I'll take the extra fame from stars that I'm never going to earn.
Traditions, its values.
Fantastic.
It would be cruel to see
Oh,
them
look, it's done this thing. Where my impy is left inside of the city. I love it when it does this. It's all good. Help is on the way. It's just slightly delayed. Grab that industry. Maybe also the science. We're so far behind on science. I'm left with really a decision here. Do I double down on my impy and continue to drive myself into debt? Or do we bail? But I think it's too late to bail. We're stuck, really. We're stuck with them. We just have to make the most of it. Let's do that nonetheless. And... might just leave you there. Move towards Mabanza Congo, get some military stars off them too. There is a little island I could take there. Questionable whether it's actually useful or not though, but we'll use it for its coastal tiles nonetheless. Now, this is quite important that we move up as fast as we can here. Hey, give me back mine, Impyville! It's mine, damn you! Great success. I knew that would be a success. Brilliant. We could even fight you. Yeah, get out of here. This is mine! I'm gonna ransack that too, because I'm feeling particularly boisterous. Yeah, hey browser, absolutely lit lucky. So we're playing a mod where basically you can choose from any culture in the game in the ancient era and then you're stuck playing with it forever. It's ancient era only, but you can choose any culture you like. We went with the Zulu because that's what chat wanted, and I'm happy to play what chat wanted. As you can imagine, the Zulu are not particularly empire builders, right? They don't have a lot of benefits to food or industry or, well, actually anything. Except for their impy. So we've had to try and double down on an impy strategy and just try and do what we can with the impy. So that's what we're going to do. And I think we actually focus on Tehran instead of ransacking that blue territory, right? If I can take Tehran here, we can maybe make the most of these impy and try and save our economy before we just die from economic collapse. So let's do it. And in fact, let's really do it. We can send some beach invaders. Some Zulu beach invaders over here. Go, 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 go. War's been declared by the Mycenaeans. Not ideal. Not the end of the world, but not ideal. Really just another thorn in my side now. Let's try and move relatively quickly on Tehran in that case. Maybe right now. What does it look like? That's a comfortable loss? Question mark? Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, this is sort of the defining moment. Yes, the MP require no tech. The MP require no tech. That's why we went with them, because we can build their MP, their unique unit, without any technology. Now, of course, they were very expensive in the early game, so we couldn't just build them from turn 1. But we could get them quite early. And they do have 50 combat strength, which is still a lot better than even the most advanced units that are starting to come through now. Our glory days are potentially over. Let's see what we can do. Woof. All of the boats. We need to get out of the ocean as quickly as we can. Or those things are gonna just destroy me. If they're actual boats, though. Some of them are units. They just jumped out into the sea. Can't blame them for that. You can actually get back onto land, and you absolutely should. Hello?
To battle.
Please.
Charge.
Please. Get back onto land. You're triple promoted. Why will you not move?
Attack.
Oh. Okay, we'll come back to you. Get in behind their walls over here. And cause... Oh wait, that's not even their walls. Ah! Cause a bit of wuckus, I was gonna say. Hey, look, we actually can get back in here though. Really doesn't like me walking into their walls, which is a big mood. These look to be actual boats, which is fine. This is going to be problematic when these units come through. Particularly because a lot of mine are super weak. Not even sure what stab happened there. I was hoping this would move on the auto, but it did not. This unit seems to be stuck. But also seems to be being ignored. So, that's fine.
Let's fight.
Yeah, it is literally just stuck. I can't move it to any tile.
Attack.
That is pretty annoying. However, stabby stabbers in here. Let's move completely in over these walls. Move up onto the high ground. Brilliant. See if we can get the flank going on, maybe. Get into that forest. Ah, dang it. The AI will just move smarter for me because it can see through the fog. I do wonder from time to time. Looks like the battle has swung into my favor. Still can't move that unit. Alright, we're rolling through another turn. Whew, that is too stressful. That is just too stressful. Send these MP out into open water. Hopefully we can find some coast. Yes, we can. Great success. And these ones are gonna fight here. From just this tile, probably. Literally just stabbing stabbers. Oh, they love running on the spot, these MP. God, they love running on the spot. Yeah, this looks pretty doable down here. Could probably just put that on auto, actually. Should be fairly easy to tidy that up. What's going on in the rest of the Empire? Our cities are too small because we were never able to be agrarian. We've been stuck as a damn militarist this whole time. However, are we finally seeing value out of our MP? I think the answer is actually yes. Yes, we are. Let's get some food going on. Go you. Get the capital growing up nice and big and strong. MP breakdancing is a thing now. Abso-freaking-lutely it is. Oh, I'd love for this unit to be able to move. Oh well. Thankfully, most of their strength appears to be coming from the sea, right? They don't actually have any land units. So, sucks to be you. In fact, it probably means that I can just auto-move. Because what will happen is they'll just be moving their boats around, which proved to be entirely useless to them, by the way. And hopefully we'll just sort of slowly pick up some fairly safe attacks within their walls. The terrain is actually very difficult. Like, this is a hard fight. And I may need to manually control it because it looks like the AI is just going to hide my units and sort of not really do a very good job at that. So that's fine. I'll do that. Oh, we got a victory, but we lost a dude. That's okay. We've got some more. We've got some more somewhere. Right? We've got 2 up here. Yeah, sure, let's send them down. It'll take them a hot minute, but they'll get there. Ah! And you just get there in the nick of time, and actually, you can probably scare off that boat too. Right, give me control of this. I need to start moving some attacks. It's going to be close, like we're probably going to lose a few units in the process. But, I mean, that's a fairly safe move. Then I'll jump up there and actually take that high ground. Good job. Who else is even left? Might use this unit to have a look. I think it's just boats. I believe it to be just boats. Yeah. Plus, is there one here? Are we sort of like blocking them in there? I think we might be. Kind of funny. What are they doing? Are they stuck? I seem to have glitched 2 units on top of each other. And now I seem to just be able to walk over them. I think this battle is entirely broken. Because also this unit down here still cannot do anything. Okay, well, we will leave it on auto then. Just let it kind of auto drag out. It's gonna unfortunately take another 3 turns for it to auto drag itself out.
You should listen to this.
Kind of
This is
annoying,
blazing.
but we'll allow it. Oh, the food generation here is so bad. So bad. But we should at least get another job for them. And let's have a look and see what we're dealing with here. A couple of anti-cav. They're actually quite strong, those units. Oh, okay. And they've just jumped into the ocean. I'm going to retreat away from that, even though I probably could have bet it. I'll retreat away. Use the extra movement to try and get me a little bit closer. Is the idea. And yes, this battle. So, unfortunately, it does... Ooh! Did it fix itself? Wait, no, I think I just lost a whole load of units. Okay. Not quite sure how that happened. Let's just watch and see. It may have fixed itself, because it looks like it's brought this unit into the battle now. So I might be able to, no. 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 It's so broken. To let them go into the water on auto. Oh yeah, that'd be a disaster, wouldn't it? It looks like they're not. But my goodness, that would be awful. Hey, backup arrived. Brilliant. Try and sneak these 2 in here. Haha! You fool. And... they're now only taking a turn each. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. But also, a big move. Could try and salvage my economy a bit more. May as well. We're actually not losing too much gold now. Thanks to probably losing a few military units, to be fair. And it was a victory. But we didn't get the city. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm just gonna take a really quick break, folks. I'll be right back. No, we do have other mods. We have another one, but they're more of a lurker back-end administrative role. Less vocal. Anyway, I am back, obviously. Hello. How are you? Let's continue this broadly successful conquest of Mbanza Congo. Mbanza Conquest. Great success. Less successful was this siege. I feel very disjointed after it. My units are weak and disconnected. The Mycenaeans are fighting me on this front, but I still have a little bit of hope. Believe it or not. Oh. We will retreat out of that one. Oh, yikes. Pinned me down in their territory. Oh, and another crushing defeat on this side too. I think we just retreat away from that. Try and get ourselves towards Tehran. We'd really hope to crack the nut that was Tehran. In terms of war support, we are massively ahead. Absolutely massively ahead still. And I think we can still probably win this. It's just the Mycenaean conflict that is proving...
Whoever you are.
A little difficult to manage, really. What would a surrender look like?
My people bleed.
Sure. We'll get them to stop fighting us. We're negative 10k gold per turn, but don't let that bother you. We don't want to take on that 2v7, but we do need to try and consolidate our forces a bit. That's going to be a really tough consolidation, actually, along that line. Like, quite challenging. Again, I don't think impossible, but probably quite challenging nonetheless. What we could try and do, maybe, is use Impeyville as like a sort of a... Not necessarily a staging post, but kind of treat it as though it sort of doesn't exist. The money, I know! Treat it like it sort of doesn't exist, right? And then maybe just hurdle literally everything we've got from